Alright, hey guys, 8 Brian here, and I am back with another flea market and thrift store haul pickup video for the month of February. So let me say, first off, I hope everybody out there is staying healthy and safe with everything going on in the news right now with the coronavirus. Make sure you guys are definitely taking care of yourself and don't give in to all of the panic and everything in the media. So, first and foremost, stay safe, stay healthy, guys. Now, with that out of the way, a little update to the channel. Like I said, I am still going to be doing my tour review Thursday videos. I know I haven't really done any this year so far, but I've been working like 60 hours a week at my job, so it's just really hard to find time just to balance my life and the channel at the moment. So that's why it's easier for me to do monthly pickup videos and other videos that are coming out soon. But I do promise once everything starts to settle down that I will get back into a weekly upload schedule. And I actually have quite a few videos that I have planned coming up soon. It's just I need to find time to do them. So, you know, a promise is a promise to you guys. I said Toy Review Thursday was not going away, and it is not. I know I'm uploading a lot less frequently than I used to, but I'm still here, and I'm not going away with everything with Kappa and everything. I am still here, and the channel has no plans on going away anytime soon. So anyway, with all of that aside, let's get right into everything that I picked up for the month of February. So we'll start things off like I always do. And we'll start off with miscellaneous kind of weird finds. So I got a lot of good, crazy miscellaneous stuff this month. Found a couple of things on card that were really neat. I picked this up at a local toy shop near me. It's a Biker Mice from Mars paint fun set that you would have seen at like a convenience store or something like that. So that's really neat. And I paid $5 for that. I thought that was really cool. This I picked up at local flea market. I believe I paid $1 for it. It's a water squirter gag, but what I think is really neat about this is since this is from the 80s, like Radio Shack made a lot of these handheld games, and I think it's funny that like a Chinese company or a company like handheld games like this were so popular that someone actually made one to like try to trick people in, you know, getting water all over themselves and stuff. So that's kind of telling, like, as to how popular these little types of portable button battery video games were, that someone actually made a joke because everybody was playing with them. So somebody would think, oh, here, let me try out your game. And it's that relevant that it was a joke. So that's pretty funny. I thought that was really crazy. I also found at a local store near me. I paid $5 for it. This is sealed. It's an old Parker Brothers puzzle / game, and I just thought it was really neat and really wacky. Turns out it's pretty rare, and it's called the Phony Baloney Puzzle. And it hangs off on this little string, kind of looks like you would see it in a butcher shop. And it just looks like a big roll of bologna, and there's these different slices, and you take it apart and try to, I guess, twist it and turn it to get it all to match back up together. So I just thought that was really unique, really different. And then something else that was also really different too, I found, these kind of go hand in hand. I found a talking Mork from Ork, Mork and Mindy figure. And he does work. Paid $2 for him, and he's in really, really nice condition. Let's see if we can get him to talk. I don't know if you'll be able to hear him. Probably not. There we go. I really don't know what he said, but probably works just as well now as it did then, I'm sure. But really nice, very clean, very cool. And then about a week or two later, I found a Mork and Mindy Speak the Language of Mork and Mindy Milton Bradley card game. Which was really bizarre to find another Mork from Ork type thing. And then inside, You open it up, and you have all of these little cards that have different phrases. Like, of course, classic. You have Mork coming out of an egg. Nanu Nanu. So really crazy. A creature called a Oopadoo. And then you have all of these. I guess each player gets one of these. There are these, don't want it to all spill out on the floor so you can see kind of what that looks like. And you get like these styrofoam eggs. I don't know what they do in the game, but it's pretty neat. Definitely a out there little card game or board game or what have you. So it's just really unique. And I'm not even really so much of a Mork fan as I just am a Robin Williams fan, so that's why that kind of appeals to me. Also miscellaneous. I paid $5 for the pair of these, which is really great. I've never seen these before. And they are collectible vintage Battlestar Galactica glasses. And we have this one over here of Commander Adama. And then we have of the evil Cylon Warriors. So very cool. I'm not even that much of a Battlestar Galactica fan myself, but I do appreciate the look and style of the glasses, and they're really cool. So we got those. Let's see, other miscellaneous stuff. I also found this. It's missing the back, but this little gizmo magnet, which I first thought was a nightlight. So I want to find another magnet to put on the back there or put it on my fridge. I just thought it looked cool, so I think he was like $3 or $5, but I thought he was worth it because I love Gremlins. That was really neat. And then I also found, unfortunately, this is missing Batman, but still for $5, good deal. This is, I believe, a Duncan. Yep, a Duncan Batmobile. Has the stickers on it and is in nice shape. Has Robin, just missing Batman. So I've always kind of wanted one of these. They're a nice display. I like the weird plastic toys from like the early 70s and late 60s. So pretty cool. And in pretty good shape overall, I think, too. And let's see, also miscellaneous. I picked up some little handheld games. I already have one, I think, in the box, but I found another Atari Touch Me, which, if you don't know, that's like a Simon Atari handheld game, which is really neat. Kind of boring, but I think it's neat that Atari had like a handheld game out before, like, years before any other company was producing them, even like Coleco or anything. A Mattel Electronics Sub Chase. I think I paid $1.50 for both of these. And then for $5, I guess this isn't really so much miscellaneous. I'll just go right into video games after this. I already had this, but I couldn't pass this up for $5. A very minty Donkey Kong Jr. Game & Watch. Which, like, that's unbelievable, because these things easily sell for $80 to $120. So for $5, that's ridiculous. That's an amazing pickup. I didn't bring it up, but I will show the photos of it. I also picked up a Sega Master System. I already had one, but I picked up a complete Sega Master System with 2 of the joysticks and the light gun for only $5. That was a ridiculously great deal. And so now we're going to segue into video games. I picked up a ton of Wii U games, PS1 stuff, but I'll show photos of that because it was just so much to bring up. So I really just wanted to show my best video games that I found. So I found like a lot of GameCube stuff. So I'll show you my 2 favorite GameCube games that I found. Found Super Mario Sunshine Complete. Again, I already have it, but I only paid $1 each for all of these games, so you can't pass that up for $1. And you especially can't pass it up when one of those is a complete GameCube Pikmin 2. That's crazy. That's a ridiculously good find. It's like a $40 to $50 and up game finding that complete. Then for $5, I picked up Super Mario 64. And let's see what I pay. I think like 10 or 12 bucks for this. I know no more than 15, which is a good deal. It only goes for about 40 or 50, so it's not that valuable, but it is one of the rare N64 games right up there with like Conker's Bad Fur Day, and that's Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. So that was a good find, just because that's not something you really see out in the wild ever. So that was nice. And now that I'm... Oh, wait, I guess there's one more thing with miscellaneous. You guys will remember back in the summer I picked up a Pac-Man lunchbox. So for $5, now I have the matching thermos. In really nice shape. Really fun colors and pictures, so that's really cool. Alright, and now we'll just move into regular toy pickups. One of my biggest pickups that I'm actually planning when I do one of my first Toy Review Thursdays again is I've been finding a lot of the Mattel Attack Pack toys. Now, if you've never seen them before, I have so many of these now because they're so cool. They're just normal looking little cars. I don't know all of their names, but they have this little hook in the back. They usually have a little gimmick in the back, and you just go like this, and then there's like a monster face that pops up. And they're just so cool looking. They came out in the, I think like 93 or 91, I want to say 92. Let's see if I can see a date on there. I'm pretty sure it's like 92 or 91. You got this guy, check him out on the one side. Like if you lift it up a little bit, looks like he's growling, like rrr, and then his whole mouth opens up. So that's really cool. And then this is one of the main baddies here. I think this guy's like vampire or something. He's like a bat, and like he opens up like that. Very cool. And it all just started out with one because you don't see many of these, and then I just been running over them like all the time, and they're so cheap, like $5, $2, and they're so cool. You got this one that's like a tank that turns into like this, I don't even know what, just some crazy mutant frog, whatever, monster. Very cool. You got this guy that turns into like a Stegosaurus Rex or Godzilla, whatever you want to call it. So he's like a tank. And then you pull back on his tail. And he stands up and turns into like this crazy Godzilla dinosaur. Like, how awesome is that? These are a very underappreciated toy line for like all the fun play action they have. They're so cool. And then this guy's like a dumpster truck. He's kind of hard to show. Got the bright fluorescent colors and the big giant wheels. And then you pull back on the ladder here and the tires open up. Let's see if he's opening up all the way, and the tires have teeth. And he shows the mouth and everything, so really, really, really cool. So there's those. Also picked up a lot of Transformers this month. For only $1, I found this at my local Salvation Army. Complete Pretender shell of Iguanus. Even has the belt and everything, and the tail's still attached, so that's crazy. You just do not find stuff like that sitting on your shelves of your local Salvation Army. Definitely not anymore. This guy is a headmaster. I can't remember his name. I want to say it's like Squeeze something, but he's like a cobra type snake. And I think I only paid a couple of bucks for him. He was really cheap. Very nice. And then for under 10 bucks, aside from the missiles, I got a basically complete G2 Hero Megatron in his tank mode. So we would have a missile here that you'd push that little plunger and it would shoot out. Like his design, pretty cool. And then for like $2 or $3 again, or like $1, I don't really remember. Another Terracon I need, so my Abominus is almost complete. And this is a G1 Ripper Snapper, so he like transforms into a shark. And then also one of the pickups that I got from Zolicon, a G1, or no, I'm sorry, these would be G2 Action Masters, and it's an Action Masters Devastator, which I thought he's really cool. He just looks neat. It's like a little 3.5-inch action figure, so that was a cool look to him. And then another great find, I think I paid like $5 for him again. I know I didn't pay very much. Maybe 10. I want to say maybe 10. But a G1 Hot Rod that I've been wanting to add an original G1 to my collection in nice shape. Even though personally I hate Hot Rod as a Transformer because he got Optimus killed, but oh well, that's a debate for another day. And then this I got, which is really, really neat. Trying to remember the maker of this toy. Let's see if it says... this was Soma. So it's just a little pair of binoculars, right? Little pair of totally functional binoculars. Except it totally isn't. You unscrew the little dial at the bottom. You push the button. You extend the arms, and it's a little Soma knockoff Transformer. He's a little, like, pair of binoculars Transformer. So that's neat. I love all the knockoff weird stuff. Very cool. And then also in the same kind of vein of Transformers and robots and stuff, I picked up another, I think this was like $3. I already have this, but it's a Vehicle Team Force Voltron, the metal die rugger. So I need him because he has one of the helicopter blades that I'll put on my original that I have, and then I'll probably just sell my more beat up Voltron, but I'm never going to pass up on anything Voltron for $3. He's in great shape, and those helicopter blades are always busted, so they're really hard to come across. And then I think for $15 I got at a local toy store near me that I thought was cool. It's also in the same universe as Voltron. This is a Godaiken, I believe it's called Leo Gun or Leo Force. And just looks really, really cool. There's like 5 of these that you can transform into, it's like a Godaiken type Voltron or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. One of my friends really knows these robots very well. But yeah, just really cool. Check that thing out. I mean, that's a really neat looking, like, die-cast robot lion. So that's really neat, I think. Got that. Alright, and now let's see, like other toys and stuff. Not a big G.I. Joe guy, but I picked up a incomplete G.I. Joe Snowcat. Has the hood and everything for like $1 or $2, so hopefully I can find the gun assembly that goes to it. But other than that, all the stickers are there in pretty nice shape. This is another cool find that almost made it into my finds of the month. And this is a 93, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 93. Whoop, well, I gave him away. Kenner talking electronic RoboCop. So how cool is that? He's mainly complete. He's just missing the machine gun that would go on the end of this gun here. And I have to replace the batteries, but I believe that works. He has his regular pistol here. He has the little side compartment in his leg that opens up where you can store the pistol. And he works. He talks. He says, I think 4 different things. You press the center of his chest.
Hands up.
It says, like, hands up.
Your move, creep.
Your move, creep.
Drugs are trouble.
Drugs are trouble.
Hands up.
Oh, yeah, and hands up. So he says 3 different things, but his visor lights up and his mouth lights up.
Your move, creep.
So just a really nice RoboCop to stand up. Looks really, really cool. And I think I paid like $3 or $5 for him. Really super cheap. Some other random toys that I picked up. A lot of these are going to be some Zolicon pickups now when I was there. Got these off of a friend of mine, Scottish Mike. Some weird knockoff Madball that I never saw before, so I thought that was kind of neat because I love anything at all Madballs. I got another Gumball hard plastic Madball. Now I have 3 of these. Supposed to be ARG. I got a couple of Battle Beasts that I needed, pretty cheaply, I think. I don't think I paid more than $5 or $10 for either of these. I got a little walrus with his rub sign, which I didn't have. And this is one of my very, very favorites. I picked up a little seahorse with his rub sign. That's a hard one to find. He just looks so cool. Isn't that wacky? Like a little seahorse battle beast. He's cool. I also picked up a bunch of these from a good friend of mine, Rob Bruce. And there are some more Savage Mondo Blitzers. These are some of the ones that are harder to find. You have like the baby with the bottle and the ray gun. You have this eyeball with a ray gun. Let's see, which else? I think this guy too, the guy, like the hockey player with the flaming hockey stick or baseball bat or whatever and the mask on. And then this guy's supposed to be like Mick Jagger or something, like riding a bomb. I forget the name. Pretty neat. And then these guys I already had before. Tyrannosaurus X. And then this little stink bug who's holding like 4 or 5 guns. But I love these things. They just remind me of Garbage Pail Kids. They're really cool. Some other random stuff that I picked up. I also picked up this little Mog from Arco the Other World. They're great army builders. I love the colors. You have the purple ones, which are like Gyps. And then these guys are like Mogs or something. I don't really 100% remember the names. A Beetlejuice figure at a local toy shop near me. Pretty hard to find. This guy's called Old Buzzard. So he's an old man. You'll see why in a second. Looks really grumpy. And then you hit this little button here in the back. And come on. And he turns into literally an old buzzard. How cool is that? Like it's a vulture hiding in there. So this kind of takes away from like those Ghostbusters figures that were like the freaky people and stuff like that. How he transforms. So really cool. Also, I found another damaged, but I still thought he was neat. I did pay $10 for him, but I had a soft spot for these weird Masters of the Universe or whatever type figures, and he's like a Galaxy Warrior or like a Beast Warrior, and he's like this purple snake serpent guy, and some of his toes are missing, and his hands are missing, and his tail is missing on the back. But I still thought he looked really awesome. I just like the purple color in the face, so you don't come across these very often, and I thought he was really cool. I also found a Defenders of the Earth Phantom figure for like $2, I think I picked him up for. That's a pretty rare figure to find. Even incomplete, he's still like 20 or 30 bucks. Some other just random figures. A Muckman that I needed to upgrade the one I have because he has the top of his head. So, got that. This really interesting big Bart Simpson on a skateboard. Never saw that before, so I thought that was kind of cool. Then I also picked these guys up. A couple of Fat Albert PVC figures. You got Mushmouth and Rudy. They're pretty unusual. You don't come across them very often. And then I can't remember her name. but from Strawberry Shortcake. I do not remember her name, but I guess she's something grape because she's holding like grapes. This lady, like she's holding grapes. So if you guys know, post down in the comments. Just drawing a blank there for a second. So that's kind of neat. You don't see Strawberry Shortcake stuff that often. I thought that was pretty cool. And then, God, I was hoping that this was going to be a Conan the King figure. So close, in the same line. This is a Remco Arak, Lord of Thunder, or Son of Thunder figure, so in the same line, but man, like, missed it by that much. If it was just a different color, different face, that's the difference between like a $150 to $250 figure and like a $25 to $30 figure, but still pretty rare. You don't see these very often. So there's that. Let's see. And then other miscellaneous stuff. I know I'm forgetting something here. And it's staring me right in the face. Oh yeah. This was really cool. I already have the X-Ray guy, but with the Fisher-Price Adventure people. And this is the alien astronaut with his ship. And you never really see the alien very much. He's just kind of like the X-Ray guy. And you can tell because they have the weird markings on their chest and like the blue face. So just the figure alone is worth like $20 or $30. And I think I paid like $2 for this, which was a great deal. So like altogether it's about a $40 piece. And just very, very rare. That figure is ridiculously rare. So we got that. Let's see. Got one more thing too. I also found this at a local shop near me. I thought this was kind of neat. This is a MASH. Looks like it would have been a convenience store toy. It's a little fake radio, and this is from '77. So from like the show MASH. A little damaged, but I just thought it was unique. And you turn the handle, and it makes like that little pop noise, and I think there would have been a string that would have come out the back here, and it would have been like those paper cup kind of walkie-talkie, like you would have held it and like made the noise and pretend like you're radioing for help, like in the MASH series, so that's kind of neat. So I think that pretty much does it for all of my common finds and my regular stuff, so now I will get into my finds of the month. So my first find of the month, I guess I could say I was cheating a little bit because this was also from Zolicon, but really cool. I still kind of consider it a wild find because I consider anything a wild find if you have to either dig for it, whether you're at a convention or if you're at a flea market. As long as you don't buy it off of eBay or something, I consider that a wild find. Anything you have to do a little bit of legitimate work for, that's a wild find. So my first find of the month for this month has to be Clamp Champ, and I believe I got him for 15. I think I wanted 20. I think I talked him down to 15, and I have his front chest plate, so I just need his back chest plate and of course the clamp, which God almighty, that thing costs like a fortune, so I'm in no rush to get that, but still a really, really hard Motu figure to find, and I was very, very excited to find one of the more top tier rare figures. I mean, like complete Clamp Champ's like $150 figure, so that's even loose for like 15 bucks. I thought that was a great deal. Also from Zolicon, one of my very favorite finds that I don't think you'll ever really see anywhere. Don't know the value, but the rarity is really cool. If you guys remember, I did a video on the Select-O-Vision player, and I found nothing more than a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Volume 1 Select-O-Vision disc. How cool is this? I paid 20 bucks for this, and it has like, let's see, 4 episodes from Volume 1 from the cartoon, from the Filmation cartoon show. And we got He-Man raising his sword up to the sky, and it looks like he might either be in Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain or in some trouble, so he's calling on the power of Grayskull. So check out that awesome art on the front. And then on the back here, we have him as he's getting energized with the power, and like Orko, Skeletor, Evelyn, Man-at-Arms, Tila, and like this crazy creature that he's fighting. So this is just a great display piece to put up and show. Just absolutely amazing. At least to me anyway, because you guys know I'm a He-Man nut, so that's just totally right up my alley. And find of the month, you guys always know I save the very most epic stuff until the end. I could not believe it. This is 99.9% complete. The only thing it is missing is the battery pack. And that is none other than a Toy Biz 1992 Eliminator. Sorry, 1992 Eliminator, as this thing wanted to overspeak me for a second. If you guys have ever seen the commercials for these, one of my best friends, my next door neighbor, had one of these, or at least I believe he did, growing up. And I mean, look at the size of this toy gun. This thing is insane. I've rarely seen these at conventions. These are unbelievably rare. Angry Video Game Nerd did an episode on where he showed the gun in one of his episodes. So there's all these different settings here. It makes all these different noises. It changes into like 12 guns or something. So here's the front, like here, and the other side. So you flip the switch and you can change the sounds. So you have like the machine gun, and then you can flip the switch here, and it turns into like a laser blaster. And then this little thing removes here, so you can like make it into like a submachine gun. And then, let's see, you can take this part out here. There's so many things going on with this, it's not even funny, but you can remove, very difficult to do. You can remove the sword, which I actually already found the dagger once before, so I've only seen this one other time. And it turns into a sword. And, whoops, the batteries came loose. Okay, so... and check that out. It lights up. Makes the noises. Isn't that crazy? And then there's different buttons on the top, too. That still makes like machine gun noises and everything. And you can still take this part off. And then you have like the little dagger underneath. So it turns into like 6 or 8 like different weapons. And I mean, just look at this thing. Look at how ridiculous this is. That is insane. The size of this, that it lights up. Just absolutely epic and crazy. So ridiculous. I mean, you're look at this. You're putting a sword into a gun. I mean, and it's not even a bayonet, because you already have a bayonet on the front, so that's not even a sword. It's a sword into a gun that already has a sword. I mean, if that's not overkill, I don't know what is, but just... how cool is that when you get the machine gun going? And it lights up. Just like imagine being a kid in the 90s and like getting this for your birthday or Christmas. This thing is ridiculous. So undoubtedly my find of the month. Complete, that goes for, I think I've seen the $65 to $90 and up range. So they're really rare, and especially with so many pieces that can get lost, you really don't ever see it complete. So anyway guys, that is going to do it for my flea market pickups for the month of February. My other video games and like the Sega Master System and stuff, like I said, that I left out and was just too big to fit into this one video here. I will have pictures at the end. Like I always say, guys, definitely show me pictures of what you are picking up recently. What's your favorite finds? Definitely relate your stories. Thank you for hanging out with me today and with the channel. Again, guys, stay safe out there, and I will see you back next month. So until then, happy hunting. Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8BiteBrian. See you next time.